Hey everybody, it's Sieaety here. Welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since my last video. School finished and I decided that I needed to take a break, and then I ended up needing a longer break than I originally anticipated. I just had other stuff to take care of and I got sick and other things. But I'm finally here with my sound story video that I've been wanting to do forever. I don't have much to say art-wise about this video, except this is my first time doing a more painterly landscape, and because of that, there were just a couple times where trying to record it was too stressful, trying to do like this new thing that was pretty difficult for me, and then having the recording at the same time, it just wasn't working. So most of it I did record, most of the process I recorded, but there is some moments that I did off camera just because that was more comfortable for me. But you'll still get to see the end result at the end of the video. If you haven't seen the Sieaty's beginning prologue video, you should go and watch that first before you watch this one, because that's the first part of the story and this is a continuation of that. Other than that, I will just get straight into the story. It seems I've reached the edge of our territory. I suppose it's about time I returned home. The man urged his horse onward along the base of the mountain, taking in the nature around him. There were no people out here so far from the capital, which made it rather peaceful. Abruptly, the man's horse came to a halt. What is it? Should we take a break? He looked around for a spot to rest when he saw what looked like a pile of fabric. As he got closer, he realized the pile of fabric was a dress, or rather a woman in a dress, lying face down in the dirt. He swung off his horse and rushed towards her. "Miss, are you all right?" He called out to her, but there was no response. Kneeling beside her, he gently rolled her over. Along her face were dried drips of blood originating from a wound on her forehead. This woman, what happened to her? He placed his fingers against her neck and was relieved to find a pulse. What is someone doing all the way out here, especially a young lady like this? Miss, can you hear me? You need to wake up. I just want to sleep a little longer. Wait, that doesn't sound like Mother trying to wake me up. A man's voice. Miss, wake up. The girl opened her eyes and found her vision filled with the face of an unfamiliar man. She shifted from him and then clutched her head with a grimace. You shouldn't move so suddenly. It seems you've hit your head rather hard. What am I doing here? I should have been inside the castle. Memories of warning bells and being chased flooded through the woman's mind. That's right, the castle was attacked, and now I'm on my own. Miss, are you all right? Or I should have been on my own. This man, who is he? He's not dressed like the bandits. Miss, are you listening to me? Wait, those words, the language he's speaking, is something only the royal family should know about. So how is he able to speak it? Who are you? Pardon? I said, who are you? The man paused for a moment, shocked at her tone. My name is Caid. I'm on a hunting trip. He speaks it so naturally, better than I can. How can this be? The tunnel is collapsing, so there's no way he could have followed me. Which means he's not a citizen of Kamaji. I need to keep my guard up. Miss, considering I've already introduced myself, might you tell me your name? My name is Sieaety. The man blinked silently. C-A-T, as in cat. Your name is Cat? What? No, my name is Sieaety. Exactly, C-A-T, cat. No, my name is pronounced Sieaety. What a strange name. I've never heard one like that. Well, I think I'll just call you Cat. That isn't my name. But it's a cute nickname, right, Cat? Don't call me that. The man laughed for a bit before taking on a serious expression. Kat, would you mind telling me how you got all the way out here? I don't know what you mean, and I said not to call me that. No one ever travels out here. The forest is a dangerous place, even for those who are prepared. And these mountains are considered impassable, nor do I know of any nearby towns. I can't see how a lady such as yourself would have made it here. Oh no, what do I say? This man isn't one of my citizens. If he considers these mountains to be impassable, that means he must have no knowledge of Kamaji's existence. And he's already suspicious of me. Well, tell me, what's your explanation for why you're in the middle of nowhere so far from people? Well, what about you? Excuse me? You said no one ever comes out here and that it's particularly dangerous, yet here you are. Well, truthfully, I wanted to get away from home. It always seems too stuffy there and I constantly want to leave. But that's besides the point. I'm experienced with this area, and I'm well trained in survival and fighting skills, so I can handle myself. However, I can't imagine it's the same for you. You don't appear to have any weapons on you, and you're definitely not wearing traveling clothes. Although it's rather dirty, I can tell that your dress appears to be made from expensive fabric, which gives the impression that you're from a rather noble and wealthy family. Though I can't say I recognize you. What family are you from? Regardless, I can't imagine someone like you having the skills to defend yourself out here in the wild, so far from any civilization. I'm not from a noble family. Really? Looking at your clothes and jewelry, I mean that circlet on your head, it's as though you were playing a rather expensive game of princess dress-up. And I can't imagine anyone other than a noble family being able to afford such attire. Maybe I was. What? Maybe I was playing princess dress-up, but I'm telling you that I'm not from a noble family. I need to come up with an explanation quickly. This guy thinking I'm from a noble family won't help me stay inconspicuous at all. Not that I'm doing a good job of that anyway. I'm from an artisan family. We aren't noble, but we enjoy a fair bit of wealth. My father was a tailor. This clothing was an early present for my upcoming birthday before my father left for the capital. I see, but why do you say he was a tailor? And that doesn't really explain why you're all the way out here. My father chose to move the family to the outskirts of the country to keep us away from the bustling city and give us privacy. That meant he would have to often leave us to go to the capital for business. He was about to leave for the capital again when our home was attacked by bandits. He tried his best to fight them off and told my mother and I to flee. I didn't want to leave him behind, but my mother and I tried to run, but some of the bandits chased us, and then memories of her mother being crushed flooded into Sieaty's head, and she stopped to bring a hand to her mouth. Are you alright? You don't need to continue. Sieaety removed her hand from her mouth, forming a fist at her side. My mother, she sacrificed herself for me. I was only able to get away because she gave her life for mine. I kept running to get away and hit my head at some point. I honestly don't know how I got here, and I just kept going until I passed out. I have no idea what my father's fate was either. I wasn't aware of any families living out here, but her story does seem to fit her injuries, and why she's all alone out here. I can't imagine how else she would have got here. I see. Well, I didn't mean to stir up bad memories, but I'm glad that at the very least you managed to get away. I haven't seen any evidence of bandits nearby, so it seems you managed to get away successfully. Oh, thank goodness he believes me. I feel a bit uncomfortable lying to him, but it's probably safer this way. And it wasn't all a lie. Well, we should get going. I'd like to get some more traveling done before it gets dark. What do you mean we? Isn't that obvious? I'm not leaving you here. I'd feel extremely guilty if I left an injured, defenseless lady alone in the wilderness after she just lost her home and family. I'm not defenseless. Really? Then are you hiding a weapon on you somewhere? As a matter of fact, I am. Not that I can tell him that. It's better if my magic stays a secret. Well, no, but I can handle myself. Can you? This might be a bit harsh, but if you could, then why did you have to leave your family behind? Even if you have somewhat decent skill regularly, you have a head injury. It'd be unwise to consider yourself fully capable right now. He's not wrong, and if he truly does know the land in this area, it could be useful to have him around. But it can't be wise for me to get any more closely involved with anyone until I know more knowledge about where I am. It's going to be hard to keep my cover up when I know nothing about this country I found myself in. At least I can speak the language. It's about time we leave, Kat. Caid suddenly wrapped his arms around her waist and lifted her into the air. Hey, what are you doing? Put me down. You keep spacing out, and you seem rather stubborn, so I figured I'd put you on the horse myself. You can't just pick me up like that. I never said I was going with you. Caid swung onto the horse in front of her and turned back with a cheeky smirk. Clearly I can. Now hold on tight. With that, he urged his horse into a gallop, forcing Sieaety to quickly wrap her arms around him as they moved towards the forest. Okay, so that's chapter 1 of Sieaty's Beginning. I hope you enjoyed the story and the art, and this is the final piece. If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye!